Hello YouTubers. Today the video revolves around intercom systems, which I know I've been dormant for a while, but guess what? Got something here to unpack today. You might already recognize the Sound Advance systems. That's right. You probably already saw the title of the video. But first, before I unpack this, I'll show you the setup I have going on here. Some of you older viewers out there that have been a subscriber for a long time on my channel might recognize this amp, this Rancid amplifier. Now, for a while, at least maybe a couple years, this amp's been out of commission due to having a bunch of issues. Because this amp's been funky with balancing out, like the sound output was very unbalanced. It would always make these funny sounds. These pots are acting up. These upper pots up here. But now I have fixed it. So I have fixed it actually a few months back. I actually had to put a 4 ohm resistor between the common terminal and the 4 ohm terminal to add a little bit of load to this amp. And it is appropriate. It's basically like a speaker, but except it doesn't make sounds. It's just a resistor to add load to this amp. So everything works like new again. And I actually was this close to actually throwing it out, which I'm glad I didn't, because this amp is foreign. I was actually almost about to throw it out because I didn't at the time. I wasn't thinking, but like thinking about like using it in the future again due to it being out of commission, but I'm glad I didn't. It would have been a huge regret. So what I have going on back here, this amp is mono. So this is 1 channel, this is 2 and 3. Separate auxiliary channels because this amp is done differently. So you have a little switch. This is just a switch basically, mechanical switch. Now I currently have it set up to disco. Yeah, disco is the input on this amp. And then I bought this in Mexico brand new, so yeah, it says $1,563, but that's pesos, not US dollars. I believe it translated to 80 US dollars. Yeah, but it works great. It works great again. Actually works better than ever due to the repairs I've done. I had to change all these knobs, all the volume controls out on the upper part here, because this is on its own board. I added that resistor, and I think I changed a few capacitors too, just for safety measures. And then over here, I got the good old Bogan UTI one, which this is integrated with this amp because this amp does not have muting revision. Because this wasn't really designed for this type of application. It was designed to be used with just your typical microphone, cheapo microphones I like to call them. And this is not hooked up to the phone system. In fact, I have a phone hooked up to the override, which got this at&t phone, which I actually found in the street a few months back in a pile of stuff people were trying to get rid of. And yes, I did disinfect it, in case you're wondering, during these hectic times. It does work great. It says no AC power because obviously this phone needs a power supply for it to fully work. So, yeah. And then I got this laptop here, which is running School Bell. And by the way, I have to give a shout out to Firephone81. So if he has great content. If you want to watch more intercom videos, he covers that area as well as fire alarms. Now the reason I have it on a laptop versus my desktop is because lately School Bell doesn't want to really run on the desktop. And I might have to do some troubleshooting why and make another video, like an updated video of why this is not working, because now Windows 7 is not supported and everyone has to be forced to use Windows 10. But this is a x86 based computer here, and by the way, this laptop came from my old high school. This is a Dell Vostro V130, and then you can see an old acid tag on the bottom. Actually, one at an auction. I put an SSD in this. So now enough of my rambling. Let's get to the good stuff here. So I'm going to stop the video here to set it up on the tripod, and I'll get back to you to open this up. So I got some photos here of a store that I recently gone to, and it is an antique store that uses this particular type of speaker, which Sound Systems calls it transducers, which basically that's what it is, because it transduces sound right through styrofoam, in my own words. So here's one. These are from Google, so there's one of them here, and as you notice, they're on Atlas Sound back cans. Now that store is kind of on the older side, which that's probably Atlas Sound cans. There's another one, and then there's one there. You probably could tell, and they actually recently put L series alarms in the place. It is an antique mall. It's kind of local to the area, so yeah, let's get going here. Grand prize. Been wanting one of these. I remember someone sent me a comment saying that I guess they go to a church that uses these on their sound system. It was a while back, so I gotta be careful, because, you know, this is delicate stuff. So here we go. I've been wanting one of these for a long time. The Sound Advance Systems products are... I like the design of their products. At least like, you know, speakers like this using styrofoam. And I believe it should be one. Oh, here we go. It's in its original box. Make sure it doesn't suffer damage. So here we go. Put that off to the side. Make sure to not touch the cones too much, because they get real dirty easily. I don't want to poke holes in the cone. It's like Christmas. It's like Christmas to me here. Let's see. Hopefully, I have the cardboard guard. Oh yes, it does. Cool. Here's a tip: if you guys are willing to get these, save this cardboard. It will save you the trouble of damaging the transducer and making it all dirty. And if you do get one without the cardboard and it somehow survives shipping, get a frozen pizza from the grocery store and save the cardboard that comes with it, because it will also work with this. That's just a little life hack for some of you out there that are willing to buy these. That doesn't come with this cardboard. Or if it does come with the cardboard, save it. So, which I did, I saved the cardboard to the other one I have in the room, the CT8. So, and I noticed they use painter's tape on both of them. And it's not from the same seller. Here we go. Be careful. I'm going to save this, because I have a place where I'm going to put it in the house. So here it is, you guys. I'm not going to touch the front of it too much, because I don't want to poke holes or make it dirty. So this is what it looks like. Gotta be careful here. Here's the back of it in case some of you want to see what it looks like. Now it does have these clamps on the back here. But what I noticed at Brass Armadillo with their installation is I saw the little bolts sticking out of it. So I wonder if they just cut the heads off of the bolts. Just screwed on a regular back can, because those are totally out sound cans. You can see there's these little holes at the side here, right in the middle of your screen. Mounting holes. So I wonder if I could just cut the heads off and drive the screws in there. I don't know. I don't see threads, which doesn't look promising for in my case, but I'll see. So I'll stop the video here. We're going to hook it up to the Radson amplifier to hear what it sounds like. They do have they have a distinct sound, and which I like. Because I remember hearing a song called Backstabbers by the OJs, which I listen to a lot of old music. They sound real good on these because they use Sirius XM. So, yeah. And also a couple of Muzak speakers in a different part of the store where they totally added on to the building later on. So, stop the video here and we're going to hook it up and hear what it sounds like. As well as play Firephone's 81's bell tone on this to get a good sound of what sorry, can't talk today, but to get an idea how it sounds like. Okay, so I got everything all set up here. Got this tapped at 8 watts at 70 volts because this can only support 70 volts, and 8 watts is the maximum this goes up to, and it actually sounds pretty good. In fact, pick up this phone here. Testing check 1 2 3. Not too bassy, but again, what do you expect? It's a sound transducer. Attention Walmart customers, everything is free. Once again, everything is free. Thank you. Just a joke. Of course, it picked up. So, I got the tone loaded into School Bell from Firephone 81. I'm just going to do a manual. Sounds pretty good. And there's a inside of it. That little thing in the middle you see inside the sound transducer, that's the voice coil. That's the part that's responsible for producing the sound. So, I got some songs that we could play here. So, let me load those up. So, this is what it looks like. I've been wanting one of these for a long time. This is the next model up from the one I have in the room, the CT8. So, let me pull up the flash drive. Bass is flat, which I like, but then too, the amp has flat bass itself. Sounds really good. That's what I like about these. I believe the volume was at that level at Brass Armadillo. This is just your typical 70 volt line. Change the track. So this is the muting revision. It does not fully mute. In fact, I should probably turn it down on the computer. Since the volume is controlled on the UTI-1. See, there we go. See? That's how you give your non-muting revision amp muting revision. Hello world. Sounds real good. So yeah, that's the Ratson amp, and there's the Sound Advance speaker. Or in their case, they call it a sound transducer. So yeah, I have to give them credit because, for example, last week my parents decided to get one of those LG WebOS smart TVs, and I threw out so much styrofoam out of that. It's crazy how much styrofoam that, is used to pack all this stuff, but this is a very fine example here of reusing, styrofoam that is bad for the environment. I don't know why other companies don't jump on board. And I know that I'm aware of a few that kind of does this to a degree, except the baskets on them are plastic and cheap, and then they use a tiny little puny magnet. This here is excellent quality. This isn't, you know, bad quality products. This Sound Advance makes, you know, top of the line products in my opinion. When it comes to reusing styrofoam for transducers. So I'm not gonna reveal all the changes I made to the main system until in the next couple of months. So because there has been a few changes I made, but not too much. And I know December is approaching, and it's that time of the year when I do the major updates. I will make a video then. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and once again, I give FirePhone81 a shout out. And again, view his content if you want to watch more, you know, more in-depth videos from, you know, different perspectives. He's got great content. So stay tuned for more, guys. And be sure to subscribe to my channel if you already haven't. Thank you.